Congrats, respected you all, we all, for at this Kali Yuga, in our this age of where nobody wants us, instead of getting isolated, lonely, frustrated, we are in touch with the truth, the Lord, the sublime, the ultimate. Through the regular study of Shastras, really it is fortune, it is a commendable thing. If you see in the world, everywhere, crores of people at this elderly age having no one to look up to or look at or support. Why will anybody? Each one will have their own life just because they are our children, grandchildren. Not necessary they should take care. They also are having a tough time in the world. Out of love and kindness, still they are taking care of us in spite of we useless fellows wasted the whole life in all nonsense only. So whatever little they give, more happy than we should be grateful to them. Then tune to the divine. That's what we are trying to do. Life should be lived like this, independently being in touch with the divine all the time. No need to depend on anyone till the last moment. Congratulations for those who have caught this great support of divine right from the beginning in life, which alone helps as we proceed further in life. Today is Navaratras, the first day. At the end of the class, some chantings we do. Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Durgihi Prachodayat. Let us continue our study. Bhagavatam, Dashamaskandham, Uttarardham, 87th chapter, where the Shruti Mata herself, while doing waking up and stuti of Bhagavan, is indicating to us the nature of the Lord, the availability of the Lord, the sadhana to achieve that Lord, the liberation that we get when we achieve God, and when we go away from Him, how we get bound. All these beautiful aspects are taught not only in this text of Bhagavatam, followed by this the Adhyatma Ramayana also. Great teachings of Rama called as Sri Rama Gita, pure truth, again essence of all Upanishads, Vedanta. We are getting a chance to listen, finding the taste in it, finding the interest in it, finding the time and depth of the mind for it. When we ponder over it, contemplate over it, the jnanam starts happening in our life, which totally modifies us from being a bound person towards a liberated being. Is the sound okay? So one of you please tell. Any problem? Is the sound okay? Okay, okay. Mm. So let us do our Bhagavatam, let us do our Adhyatma Ramayanam, let us do our Parayanams like every day, maybe 15-20 minutes if energy permits. We may do little of Parayanam again in of some stotrams, any artha, avishkarna. If I feel like doing, we'll do that. So the four things, 45 minutes, etc. etc. Let us start. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो अमृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादिवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो श्रीदक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे मातापितृदेवताभ्यो आद्य शंकराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरूणां देवतानां दर्शनानुग्रह भक्त्यादिसाधनानाम् अनुभवप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः समस्त योगानां साधनानां वेदांतानां च उपायानां च पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण समस्त ब्रह्मांड विश्व व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् कर्मणि स्थितानाम् अस्माकं सह भक्त साधक सेवकानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि सत्संपदा साधना सानुकूल्यता प्राप्ति शक्तीनां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन निवारण द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीसनन्दन उवाच श्रुतय ऊचुः। Now let us see from 38 onwards. We have seen 38, but 38 से लेके 50 तक पढ़ लो. Today we will maximum do it. ओम सयदजया त्वजा मनुषयित गुणांश्च जुषन् भजति सरूपतां तदनु मृत्युमपेत भगः त्वमुत जहासितामहिरिव त्वचमात्त भगः महसि महीयसेष्ट गुणिते अपरिमेय भगः यदि न समुद्धरन्ति यतयो हृदि कामजटाः दुरधिगमो सतां हृदि गतो स्मृतकण्ठमणिः असुतृपयोगिनामुभयतोऽप्यसुखं भगवन् अनपगतान्तकादवधि अनधिरूढपदात् भवतः तदवगमेन वेत्ति भवदुत्थ शुभाशुभयोः गुणविगुणान्वयान् स्तर्हि देहभृतां च गिरः अनुयुगमन्वहं सगुण गीतपरम्परया श्रवणभृतो यतस्त्वमपवर्गगतिर्मनुजैः द्युमदय एव तेन ययुरन्तमनन्ततया त्वमसि यदन्तराण्डनिचयाननु सावरणाः खैवरजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह यच्छ्रुतयः त्वयि हि फलन्त्यतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनाः। श्रीभगवानुवाच इत्येतत् ब्रह्मणः पुत्राः आश्रित्यात्मानुशासनं सनन्दनमथानर्चुः सिद्धाः ज्ञात्वात्मनो गतिम् इति अशेषसमाम्नाय पुराणोपनिषद्रसः समुद्धृतः पूर्वजातैः व्योमयानैरमहात्मभिः त्वं चैतत् ब्रह्मदायाद श्रद्धयात्मानुशासनं धारयन्श्चरगां कामं कामानां भर्जनं नृणां। श्रीशुक उवाच एवं स ऋषिणादिष्टं गृहीत्वा श्रद्धयात्महन्वान् पूर्णः श्रुतधरो राजन् आहवीरव्रतो मुनिः। नारद उवाच नमस्तस्मै भगवते कृष्णाय कुण्ठमेधसे यो धत्ते सर्वभूतानाम् अभवायोषतीः कलाः। इत्याद्यं ऋषिम् आनम्य तच्छिष्यांश्च महात्मनः ततो गाद् आश्रमं साक्षात् पितुर्द्वैपायनस्य मे सभाजितो भगवता कृतासनपरिग्रहः तस्मै तद्वर्णयामास नारायणमुखात् श्रुतम्। इत्येतत् वर्णितं राजन् यन्नः प्रश्नः कृतः त्वया यथा ब्रह्मण्यनिर्देश्ये निर्गुणेऽपि मनश्चरेत् योऽस्योत्प्रेक्षक आदिमध्यनिधने यो व्यक्तजीवेश्वरः यसृष्ट्वेदमनुप्रविश्य ऋषिणा चक्रे पुरः शास्तिताः यं सम्पद्य जहात्यजामनुषयी सुप्तः कुलायं यथा तं कैवल्यनिरस्तयोनिमभयं ध्यायेदजस्रं हरिं ध्यायेदजस्रं हरिम्। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे नारद नारायण संवादे वेदस्तुतिर्नाम सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुंठे नास्ति अयं रसः, अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित्। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओं श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच श्री सनंदन उवाच श्री श्रुतय ऊचुः. Friends, in the 38th mantra, we are Hmm. Seeing, we are told the difference between the Jiva and Ishvara. Jiva is bound by Maya, Ishvara is free from that. So, Saha Yat. Saha means that Jiva Ajaya, because of the effect of Trigunatmika Maya, Ajam, that ignorance, Anusayita, is so much in attachment with that ignorance, माया कारण आने वाला अविद्या से स यद अजया तु अजाम अनुशयित Gunanscha Jushan. So what is he doing? All the Trigunas and those Trigunas Karya, whatever they Jushan, indulging in them only. Then Sarupatam Bhajati. Then those Trigunas, whatever the expressions they are doing, with them he gets fully identified. Tadanu, because of that Upadhi Tadatmya, Mrutyum, he obtains or gets into even the mrityu also. Janma Marana Chakra Apeta Bhagaha. Then in him the Bhaga of Sukha Shanti are never there. So because of the powerful Maya Bhagavan, we not knowing the self, in that ignorance, the upadhis, with that we get the identity, and with the upadhi identity, which are made of the trigunas, we involve in the trigunatmika vastus or the vishayas of the bhautika jagat. What we do get at the end of them is nothing but murtam. What is it here? Mrutyum. And apeta bhagaha, the real wealth of our own essential self, that we are blissful self. Abhedaha, we are always kept away from it. Whereas Tvam, O Lord, you, Uta, indeed Jahasi. You always give up. Mm. 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 Tvam Uta Jahasi Tam. Tam means that Maya. So the Lord is the one who uses Maya in all Srushti Sthitилaya, his Karya Sankalpa, but doesn't allow the Maya to affect him. Tam uta jahasi tam. And how do you give up? Ahi iva tvacham. Like the snake leaves that skin. In that way, Bhagavan keeps the avidya maya away. Atta bhagaha. Atta bhagaha, you are always in your own pristine self glory and self experience. Then Mahasi, Mahiyase, Ashtagunite. In all the Divya, Ashtagunatmaka Prakriti, with all your Ashtashaktis, Ashtasiddhis, and Ashtaishwaryas, Mahiyase, you only revel in that. Aparimeya Bhagaha, the one who has got the endless Ajnana, Ananda, Ityadi, the six gunas of Bhagavan, having them with you. So the Jiva and Ishvara difference is here. So recognizing Maya's three gunas, their nataka, slowly when we become gunatita, then we also like that Ishvara will be in the bliss of our own self. This is what the human being as an evolutionary process has to achieve. These are the things that are widely, exhaustively, extensively, kindly given by our Rishimunis who have reached those heights through these Shastras to us. Whether we study the Yoga Darshanam, whether we study the Bhakti Shastras, whether we study the Tattva Shastras, Vedanta Shastras, what is given in all of them is we withdrawing our identity from the upadhis trigunas with which we were living as jiva, identifying with our own essential self and live a liberated life. For that only the Shastras, Gurus, for that only the human life and human beings' evolution is marked in that only, not in doing all the routine of Artha Kama Adi. Even to get the clarity of this also, we need Bhagavad Guru's Krupa. We should always keep in mind this prayer to Bhagavan and Guru to give us Atyanta Spashtata regarding the Manushya's Utkrishta Lakshya and Lakshya Prapti Marga. God give us the clear understanding of the goal, clear conviction of that as the goal, clear understanding of the sadhana, and all powers, abilities, freedoms, etc., to walk on that sadhana patha to reach you. This always should be the prayer. Because only by Paramatma's Krupa that the powerful Maya, though we invoked it, we cannot easily remove. He alone can. वो पर्दा हटाते हटाते हमको ना उस ज्ञान का, फिर साधना निष्ठा का, फिर ग्लिम्सेस ऑफ अनुभूति का, देन द मेन अनुभूति का, देन उसमें एस्टेब्लिशमेंट का कृपा भगवान करते हैं. So always that heart of ours be longing in prayers for this. What we inadvertently miss along with so many things is this one salient aspect of forgetting to pray to the Lord. We are doing our work, effort, but बिना मांगे भगवान नहीं आते, बिना भगवत कृपा का माया का पार नहीं होता. So, one of the effect of the Maya is not allowing us to ask the Lord to take us away from Maya or take Maya away from us. So, consciously we have to do that. Today, Navaratras, from today onwards, let us deeply, seriously, sincerely pray to that Paramatma. O Lord, take away that curtain and give us pashtata regarding Lakshamarga. Your grace only brought us up to the Shastra Shravana, but that Shravana we are getting, but the Vishaya Avagahana clearly not yet getting, so please give us. So this is how we can help ourselves. This is what is the Artisva Shloka. Now the 39th is what we were just discussing 10-20 seconds back. Same topic is told, very, very crucial, important. That is why this is given towards the end. Unanimously, if one sadhana or one thought or one common thing, if at all, shared in all Shastras as the necessary conditioner sadhana for Bhagavad Prapti is this one. We can never neglect this one. We have to be very cautious, conscious about it. What it is, let us chant now. Yadina samudharanti yatayo hrudi kama jataha duradhigamo satam hrudigato smrutakantamanihi असुतृपयोगिनामुभयतोऽपि असुखं भगवन् अनुभगतान्त कात् अनधिरूढपदात् भवतः. This is what. यदि न समुत्हरन्ति यतयः हृदि कामजटाः. See, यदा सर्वे प्रभिद्यन्ते कामा येस्य हृदि स्थिताः अतमर्त्यो अमृतो भवति अत्र ब्रह्म समश्नुते. Same, yada sarve pramuchyante kamayesya hridishitaha. So, vihaya kaman sarvan puman charati nismruhaha nirmamo nirahankaraha sashantim adhigacchati. Or prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyevatmana tushtaha sthita prajnaha तदोच्यते. और कामान्य कामयते मन्यमानः स कामभिर्जायते तत्र तत्र पर्याप्त कामस्य कृतात्मनस्तु इहैव सर्वे प्रविलीयन्ति कामाः. We are quoting Kathopanishad, the Mundaka Upanishad, and Gita Adi Shastras everywhere. One common thing is यदि न समुद्धरन्ति यतयः. If the yatayaha, the sadhakas, yatna karne wale. Here yati means sannyasi, or yati means anybody who is doing yatna for paramatma prapti. Therefore, every of the adhyatmika sadhaka yadi na samudharanti. If he from the root level, if he doesn't uproot and throw away, what? Hrudi kama jataha. From the Hridaya, the Jata, the group of the accumulated Kamanas for this world is Shabda Sparsha Rupana Sagandha Vishaya Bhoga or any other Sukshma Bhogas or any of the Bhogas of the any world. All the Kamanas, if he doesn't do Samudharanti, take it them away and throw away. हृदय के सारे कामनाओं को अगर निकाल कर नहीं फेंक दिया तो यदि न समुद्धरन्ति यतयः हृदि कामजटाः. And what the way we have to do? It is so tough, difficult to get out of the kamanas. Definitely. For millions of lives, we are living life like that. Only taking that alone is the way. And yet there is one technique that our Upanishads tell is what? Intact, rakho kamana, but change the object of kamana. है ना? So instead of the Vishaya kamana, Loka kamana, Bhoga kamana, have the Atma kamana. In the Mundaka Upanishad Bhashya, Sambandha Bhashya, Bhagavan Adi Shankara, Prasputa Rup say in 2-3 paragraphs only, this thing very clearly he gives. What it gives? What is that? By the Atma Kamana, reject all other Kamana. By the Shastra, Dhenam and Sadhana, fulfill the Atma Kama in the Anubhuti of the Atma Vastu, Parabrahma Vastu. From that, when we look back, everything being one without second Atma, which is infinite, which is already eternally blissful, there is no Dvaita that at all to be seen by me other than me. For me, even to have even a Sankalpa or thought or Kamana, I am totally liberated. So, Atma Kamatvena Apta Kamatvam. And same thing in that last few shlokas, may again in Mundaka Upanishad, he says to that particular sentence, famous mantra, Katamundaka Upanishads, the bhashya to that mantra. What is that mantra? Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha na medhaya na bahuna shrutena. Then yamevaisha vrunate tena labhyaha tasya esha atma vivruणते तनुम स्वाम. To this mantra, Spashta Rupena, Bhagavan Bhashyakara gives these two things. One, Anyatyagena. Second, Atma Labha Kamana eva or Prarthana eva Atma Labha Sadhanam. Therefore, whenever any kamana is coming, at that moment pause karke, instead of that kamana, have the kamana for Atma Prapti, kamana for Brahma Prapti, kamana for Bhagavat Prapti, kamana for Jnana Prapti, kamana for Bhakti Prapti, kamana for Viveka Vairagyadi Prapti. ये भी कामना है, वो भी कामना है, इसको कामना करते जाओ. The more consciously we replace our Laukika Kamanas with Adhyatmika Kamanas, which can be called as Jignasas, Mumukshutas, to that extent we are, qualified for higher and higher sadhanas. So he very clearly says, Yadi na samudharanti yatayaha hrudi kamajataha. हृदय में रहने वाले कामना जटाओं को फेंक कर उखाड़ कर फेंक नहीं दिया तो क्या होगा? दुराधिगमः असताम. For such asat purushas duradhigamaha, impossible to obtain the God hrudigataha, even though he is there in the heart of us very much. Now this one line is more important to study million times and remember than pothi padi padi jagumuva. What is that? It is because of the kamanas in the hridaya that we are pushed outside into the world, and because of which the Lord, who is infinitely blissful, though very much is there in our own hridaya, we are not able to recognize him. मेरे ही हृदय में रहने वाले मेरे ही स्वरूप परमात्मा को मेरे ही हृदय में रहने वाले में रहने वाले कामनाओं के कारण मैं बहिर्मुख होकर पहचान नहीं पा रहा हूँ. And what is surprise or difficulty in understanding this sentence? कि सुबह उठने से रात को सोने तक are we not pushing all our attention only into the world outside because of the kamanas born from our own hridaya? For some vastu, for some vishaya, for some vyakti, for some अनुभूति, कुछ भी कहो, करोड़ों करोड़ों लाखों लाखों कामनाएं हमको भगाई जा रहे हैं बाहर. No, any number of Shastras studied, we have not understood anything. Never mind. If this much is understood and try to become clear in removing the Kamanas, replacing them by the Atma Kamana, to that extent, automatically, the Atma being inside the heart, the Antarmukhata starts happening. देखो करो प्रार्थनाएं. अब कैसे भगवान फुलफिल करते हैं चिंता ना करें, लेकिन श्रद्धा रखें कि वो डेफिनेटली प्रार्थनाओं का जवाब देते हैं. व्हाट इज दैट? लॉर्ड, आई वांट द आत्मानुभूति, ब्रह्मानुभूति. हाउ यू गिव इट इज योर चॉइस. अदर कामनास, I want to get rid of them. You to help me through Viveka Vairagya that I am free from any kamana. Like we speak about the Parapara Vairagya. दृष्टानुश्रविक विषय वितृष्णस्य वशीकार संज्ञा वैराग्यम तत् परम पुरुष ख्याते गुण वैतृष्ण्यम. All these things which we studied long back in the beginning days of our yoga darshanam, tomorrow सूत्र 26-27 में 25-26 में वो फिर से आएंगे, because that beautiful topic is concluding. So anyway, यदि न समुद्धरन्ति यतयः हृदि कामजटाः. नो देश को कामना कहते ही एवरी कामना, एनी सुख भोग through the indriyas, through the mana, through the buddhi, from the object, from the people, from the places, from the situations we desire, all of that is kamanas. Ahankari sambandhi kamana is we want recognition from the world. Buddhi sambandhi kamana is lot of intellectual knowledge, information we want to gain. Mano sambandhi kamana is we want lot of prema, all of that from the people. Then indriya sambandhi kamana is shabda sparsha rasagandha. Sharira sambandhi kamana is the nidra adi bhoga. All of that we have to slowly give up. Okay, now the third line is important. Asutrupa yoginam ubhayatah api asukam bhagavan. O Lord, for a asutrupa yogi, the one who is doing his yoga sadhanas or thinking is a yogi, or he is a asutrupa yogi, means कामनाओं को तृप्त करने वाले yogi. Actually, he is a bhogi, but out of modesty, Shruti Mata is calling him as yogi. So, asutrupa yogi means the one who is doing the trupti of these asus, means all his faculty. That means कामनाओं को पूर्त करने वाला भयंकर ये संसारी. For such samsari, asutrupa yogi, the one who is doing trupti of all his sense organs, etc., through objects, in short, the one who is only running for fulfilling his kamanas, such person ke liye ubhayataha api asukham bhagavan. In both ways, there is dukkha only, asukham, no sukham is only dukkha, badha, difficulty, bandhanam. What are the two types of dukkham? Anapagata, antakatu. Okay, anapatagata antaka means he cannot avoid the mrityu. With all our sukha bhoga indulgence, one thing we can't avoid, the bhaya and really the dukkha of the mrityu. One is this, mrityu to aega hi. Anapagata antakat. Second is what? Anadhiruda padat bhavataha. That instead of becoming a devotee, we to fulfill the kamana, all the nonsense papa done. Therefore, we cannot lift our head and look into the eyes of God, and we always be in the fear that whatever the papa we have done for the asutrupti, for that terribly, we are punished by the Lord in the coming shariras. So one is mrityu, second is in the uttara janma narakadi dukkha prapti. These two you can never avoid. These are the two inevitable things for asutrupa yoginam ubhayatah api asukam bhagavan. Hmm. Hmm. So anapagata antakat is antaka mrityuka anapagata can't avoid. Second, anadiruda padat bhavataha. Ki sadhana is not done, God is not reached. Instead of that, all nonsense only done, which not only was taking us away from God, but which is not sanctioned by the Shastra, which is told as a pratishiddha karma, nishiddha karma. All of this have so much done. then uska dukh. So this second point of anapagata, anadhiruda padat bhavatah, what we studied in Taittiriya Upanishad, in the Brahmavalli, in the last anuvaka, last 2 3 lines. What is that? Kimahagam sadhuna karavam, kimahagam papam iti. These two are not there in Atmajnani. If he is not an Atmajnani, means a samsari, means the person who is mentioned here, who is always asutrupaha, indulging in the bhoga of the world, these two things will be there in him, the regrets and guilts. One is Kimahagam sadhu na karavam. Why I have not done the sadhu, that is here what is said, sadhana of reaching Paramatma. Second is Kimahagam papam. Why I have done, because of the desire for fulfilling them, all types of adharma and papa. ये दोनों रिग्रेट्स गिल्ट है ना, वो बुढ़ापे में इतना दुखी करते रहते. And then, even if we don't do that, when we die, we are given those yatana sharira, and to every of the dukkha, papa we have done, दिखा कर कि ये पाप तुमने किया, उसका ये फल है, ये पाप क्या फल है, दिखा कर हमको पिटाई करेंगे, then we feel so regretted and guilty. Why did I do all this papa? Why didn't I do the punya and sadhana? And with that akrosha, dukkha and cry, when we plead to the God, after sending us through various naraka yonis and yatana, speak out of his karuna, again he gives a human life. And at that time, again when we are in the womb, this is what we think. This time to sadhana karke moksha hi payenge. But that all thought remains only as long as we are thrown onto the earth. Once we are born, again got lost into same old routine of same samsara vishayas. To that, the Kali Yuga cooperates, the all people around us in the form of parents, grandparents. एक तो योगी है क्या, उसमें सब भोगी नालायक बेवकूफ़ी है. In all our friends, relatives, under those Maha Muraka samsaris, we are also brought up to be a Pakka samsari only. We are all the products of this stupid activity of our own elders. That they themselves were never sadhakas, very bhogi, worldly, what to call them, and because of them, we also are brought up like that. And we are born in that family because of our stupidity. I mean, therefore, we can't blame them also. If we, by knowing this, consciously develop the sadhana, sadhaka samskaras, yogi samskaras, bhakti, karma, jnana, ashtanga, then the yogiयों के कुल में हम पैदा होंगे. अथवा योगी नामेव कुले भवति धीमता. You and I are, at least for morning and evening, every day we are born in the yogiयों के कुल में. Whole day you are given freedom. We are again born in the bhogiयों के कुल में, or wherever we are going to spend our day. Other than the class time, sadhana time. So one is what? Ki anapagata antaka. You can never avoid the clutches of the mrityu. Second is what? Anadhiruda padat bhavataha. Then we have not done sadhana, not reached the God. This bhaya dukkha and that mrityu bhaya dukkha can never be avoided. For those who are asutrupa yogina. Therefore, what is the life? To be lived for totally uproot and throw away the kamanas, and in the Hrudaya, that Lord is there. Look out for him, search for him. Take the help of Upanishadic Jnanam, how clear it was Taittiriya Panchakosha Vivek के द्वारा हमारे हृदय में रहने वाले आत्मा वस्तु. How clear they were, the Mandukya, Upanishad, how clear they were, Ishakena Kata Prashnadi. Now we are studying Aitareya. So beautiful is the guidance we have received. Little more and more, when we do the Manana Chintana, the picture comes very clear to us. Using that knowledge, go on going inside, beyond each of the koshas, each of the dehas. All these beautiful things of Gunatrayatita Sthiti, Kosha Panchakatita Sthiti, Avastatrayatita Sthiti, which is called Atmanubhava, is the subject today we are going to study in our the next class of Adhyatma. भगवान राम तत्वसी महावाक्य उपदेश देकर यही बातें हमको आगे बताने वाले हैं. फंटास्टिक, इट इज सेम. Okay, so in this way, in this 39th mantra, yadi na samudharanti yatayaha hridi kamajataha, then all other things of whatever shastras we have studied, remember them. The Gita, third chapter, who is the one because of whom we do all the papa? Kama yesha krodha yeshaha. And what is kamana? Jnanino nityavairina. And where it is stationed as headquarters, इंद्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिः अस्य अधिष्ठानम् उच्यते. एतैः विमोहयति एषः ज्ञानम् आवृत्य देहिनम्. Then what is the way to go beyond the kamana? Understand the hierarchy. What is the hierarchy? Indriyani paranyahuh, indriyebhyah param manah, manasastu para buddhihi, buddhiratma mahan parah, mahatah param avyaktam, avyaktat purusha parah, indriyebhya para arthateभ्यः paramanah, manasastu para buddhihi, yo buddhehe paratastu sah. This is Gita. The other thing, same shloka is in Kathopanishads also. In the last shloka, third chapter, evam buddhehe param buddhva, keeping the goal of that Paramatma, which is even beyond the buddhi. Samstabhya atmanam atmana. In the pursuit of discovering that Paramatma, by withdrawing ourselves, by controlling our faculties, Jahi Shatru Mahabaho Kamarupam Durasadam. This Durasada Kamarupa Mahashatru ko Arjuna, this is the only way by which you can conquer. The other aspects of Dussangam Sarvata Eva Tyajyaha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Smriti, Bhramsha, Buddhinasha, Sarvanasha Karanatvat. दुस्संग के कारण काम क्रोध लोभ मोह स्मृति भ्रंश बुद्धिनाश सर्वनाश होता है. Therefore, that sangha in which kamanas are created, let us not go. So these are the things which we have studied in various texts. Every of those weapons, every of the ideas, whichever works we have to use. One of the very powerful, very essential thing is the pratipaksha bhavana, जो यहाँ एक बताया. For a kami purusha, he will never have the atma which is there very much in the heart. He can never avoid the mrityu. There will definitely be bhaya as well as the anubhuti of all the narakadi dukkha, because instead of doing sadhana we have done all adharma and papa. ये सारे दोष जो है उनमें का बार बार याद करना है ना. विरज्य विषय रातात दोष दृष्टिया मुहुर्मुहुः. Then the other logics of Kamana is inside, Vastus are outside. How can the outer Vastu fulfill the inner Kamana? It is all illogical. Then the Kamana can never be fulfilled, it has to be grown out. And then the best example regarding Kamana, which we studied from Yayati Charitra, that the fulfillment of Kamana is like adding fuel to fire to stop the fire. है ना. हविषा कृष्णवर्त्मैव भूय एवाभिवर्धते न जातु कामः कामानाम् उपभोगेन शाम्यति. So whatever we have studied, remembering that, contemplating on that, slowly from one by one kamana, practically totally we have to pull us away. And in this regard, mind you, except giving guidance and advices, nobody can help. Even God, other than giving the ideas, blessings, Guru, other than giving guidance, they can't help. You just spend millions and millions of lives. That it is only by my choice that I want to give up all kamana, have only one kamana Paramatma Prapti. In my choice only when I do that, that I can come out of kamana without myself changing. Nobody can help. Your fear for the God, fear for the Guru, nothing will stop the kamana coming. They are all helpful for some time, but from inside only, for that giant decision final of no more any kamana to be taken after few years or lives, from this moment onwards, every day by feeling regretted, guilty for not doing sadhana, for wasting the time in the kama purti, we have to go on feeling for ourselves, I don't want to be a kami, I want to reject all desire, ये thought entertain करते 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 पूरे कामनाओं से हमको बाहर आना है. Nobody can help, even God. God can help if you have that intense prayer like Prahlada. O Lord, remove the kamanas from my hridaya. Hridaya roga is kamana. याद रख लेना. Please remove, oh God. When you pray to Him, then that surgery, heart wala, Bhagavan does by giving us every type of kicking and dukkha, etc. Wherever you want to go for kamana or bhoga, you are given such a kicks and dukkha that yourself will finally come out of it. ऐसे भगवान ट्रीट करते. Then at the same time, he gives opportunities to increase kamana for Bhagavad Prapti. Like this, whatever we studied. है ना, the other shloka, from that Mahabharata we quoted कि और somewhere काम जानामि ते मूलम संकल्पा त्वं हि जायसे न त्वां संकल्पयिष्यामि तेन मेन भविष्यसि. O Kamana, after these many millions of lives, now I understood your moolam, from where you are born to destroy me. You are born from sankalpa. Sankalpat tvam jayase. Therefore, natvam sankalpaishyami. I will not do the sankalpa of kamana. Tena me na bhavishyasi. Then you will never come into my life. बस that's what गीता में संकल्प प्रभवान कामान त्यक्त्वा सर्वान अशेषतः मनसा एव इंद्रियग्रामं विनियम्य समन्ततः शनैः शनैः उपरमेतु बुद्ध्या धृति गृहीतया आत्मसंस्थं मनः कृत्वा न किंचिदपि चिन्तयेत् यतो यतो निश्चरति मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरं ततस्ततो नियम्यैतत् आत्मन्येव वशं नयेत्. These five slokas of meditation are only to come out of the kamanas and entering into Atma Prapti. So, and हृदय में भगवान को भरते जाना, निष्कल्मष प्रेम को भरते जाना. All that these tough things done are called as sadhanas, are called as tapasyas. You and I, especially me, not you. Other than talking on Shastra, what sadhanas we are consciously, deliberately doing to replace Jagat Kamana with Bhagavat Kamana. कहाँ कर रहे हम कॉन्शियसली, काय का मेहनत किया, कौन सी तपस्या की, कौन सा कामना भोग को हमने त्यागा. Nothing given up. That is why, other than this mechanical coming to the class, even little bit of change also is not there. We are the best example for the wrong way of doing or no doing sadhana, except just listening. And the pseudo satisfaction, we are studying this class, that class, etc. This is why Nayamatma Pravachanena Labhya na medhaya na bahuna shrutena yame vaisha vrunute tena labhya. Is it not? Then the Nachiketa's example of Sarvendriyanam Jayanti Tejaha, or the Gita shloka, Vishya, what is it? When Indriyanam Isharatam Yanmanon Vidiyate, Harati Pragnam Vairnam Imam Vasi. So, how many number of things that are remembered? Using all those weapons, we have to see that we are out of the kamanas. Bhagavad Darshana Kamana, Bhagavad Prapti Kamana. हमेशा करते जाना सेम भगवान से ही प्रार्थना. भगवान यू आर इन द हृदय, देन यू आर द कामना आल्सो इज हृदय. So far I have not given you the charge, we have not done it, now I am giving you the charge. Please remove that thorn called kamana, that obstacle called kamana from the hridaya. That is why this shloka's importance. Yadi na samudharanti yatayaha hrudi kamajataha. दैट इज वाई द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज गिवन टू अस ओनली. अगर तुम साधक बनकर भी हृदय से कामनाएं नहीं निकालोगे तो मतलब तुमको ही निकालना पड़ेगा. Nobody can do. God can do, but again you are entertaining kamana. Like the cigarette and bidi, what can the God doctor do to make us stop that bad habit? He can't do anything. It is we who have to stop them because we started it. है कि नहीं? हमने उसको स्टार्ट किया, हाँ, तो हमको ही उनको छोड़ना है. इफ ही डज एनी मैकेनिकल थिंग ऑफ आउटर ट्रीटमेंट फ्रॉम द हार्ट, वी हैव नॉट गिवन इट अप, सो अगेन वी गेट इट बैक. सो अभी एक बार आंख बंद कर लो. आई ओनली हैव एंटरटेन कामना सो फार. आई माई सेल्फ हैव टू नाउ एंटरटेन भगवत प्राप्ति कामना एट द कास्ट ऑफ एवरीथिंग एल्स. Nothing I want, O Lord, other than you. May this desire be so strong and true that even the any of the deep rooted sankalpa kamanas are there, may they be uprooted. They should be uprooted in this way. यदि न समुद्धरन्ते यतयो हृदि कामजटाः दुरधिगमः, सच असताम पुरुषों के लिए हृदिगतः. Even though Hridaya Paramatma is there, still you can't catch him. Then Asmruta Kanthamani, example is the कंठ में ही मणि है बट अस्मृता वो पीछे की तरफ है. So the avidya kama karma, है कि नहीं? The avidya removing vidya can never come as long as we are in kamana and kamya prerita karma. Then only kamana, kamya prerita karma, when we drop, we have sufficient energy and subtlety to get the vidya which removes the avidya. So you should become vidya kama, atma kama, paramatma kama. असुत्रुपयोगिनाम उभयतः अपि असुखम भगवान अनवगत अंतकात अनधिरूढ़ पदात भवतः. मृत्यु को टाल नहीं सकता, and always that regret, guilt and punishment from you that the mind, human life is not used for obtaining God, only misused in a adharma papa marga for fulfilling the desire. These two can never be avoided. For a asutrupa yogi, a person who is doing yoga sadhanas, but yet he has not given up his desires. Waste all those sadhanas. Any number of sadhanas we do, all of them get wasted if the kamana is not removed from the heart. Full stop. But one thing that is done, kamana nirmulana, and one more thing, Bhagavad Prapti kamana maintained, भगवान वैकुंठ से यहाँ तक आकर हमको दर्शन देंगे. अदरवाइज भगवान सामने ही है, लेकिन हमारी कामनाओं के कारण हमसे दूर वैकुंठ तक भाग जाएंगे. That it is. Okay. Now, beautiful shloka 40. Two more are there. त्वदवगमीन वेत्ति भवदुत्थ शुभाशुभयोः गुणविगुणान्वयान् स्तरहि देहभृताञ्च गिरः अनुयुगमन्वहंस गुणगीतपरम्परया श्रवणमृतो यतस्त्वमपवर्गगतिर्मनुजैः. Beautiful sadhanas are indicated in this shloka. Only one more there after this for the Shruti Mata to do the stuti and through that indicate to us the sadhanas to be done. So first, tad avagami, जो आपका अवगमन कर लिया है, the one who has understood you, experienced you as his self, that jnani purusha, the jivan mukta, the one who has discovered the atmanuvati, tad avagami, such person na veti, he doesn't recognize what bhavad utta shubha shubhayoho, the shubha shubha in this world which you project out of the maya for an ajnani, they are not at all seen by the jnani who has recognized you. For you, for him, other than you, there is nothing a world as Subha or Ashubha. And then Guna Vigunanvayan. Something is Guna Yukta, some good is Viguna Yukta. So there is no good or bad. There is nothing called Guna Yukta, Viguna Yukta. There is nothing called Ashubha and Ashubha. For the one who has recognized that one homogeneous Paramatma. है कि नहीं? एक परमात्मा को जिसने जाना वही हर जगह व्याप्त है. So there is nothing called as Guna and Viguna. There is nothing called Shubha and Ashubha. Shubha is a Sukha, Ashubha is Dukha. Guna is Amrita, Aviguna is poison. You know? Again, Guna is respect and reverence, Viguna is insult. All these things he doesn't see, recognize them. The one who has recognized Paramatma, Tat Avagami Naveti Bhavadutta Shubha Shubhayoho means all Dvandvas, pairs of opposite, all the Dvaita, he transcends when he discovers that one Paramatma, because the Paramatma is Ekameva Dvayam Brahma. So tadavagami vetti bhavaduttha shubhashubayoho guna vigunanvayan. Not only these two, tarhi deha bhrutancha giraha. Your created Shubha, Shubha and Guna Viguna himself, he doesn't recognize. In them, he sees you only. Then how can he give the value importance to the Deha Bhrutam Giraha of the human stupid fellows who are still in the Deha Tadatmya and they talk of Shubha Shubha. भगवत निर्मित शुभा शुभों को ही वो पार करेगा, हर में हर को देखेगा. फिर देहभृताम च गिरह. What do you mean? Deha Bhrutancha Giraha? If somebody is talking good of something, valuing it and getting tempted by it, or somebody is talking bad about something, then valuing it and getting aversion or hatred towards that, that influence of the guna vyakti karana or the shabda of the people never falls on this jnani. He has recognized Paramatma one without second. Then how can anybody's any words can influence him? That person, his words and the things, whatever he is indicating, all of them are seen by me as that one Paramatma only. So neither we get deluded by the avidya of the others, nor we get deluded by the Maya of Paramatma. So avidya of the people, Maya, Paramatma, both of them influence us by creating the Dvandva and Dvaita importance in our heart. All that influence we fall into, trap we fall into, till we don't recognize that one without second, all pervading Paramatma. Therefore, Tat Avagami, the one who discovers you, Naveti Bhavadutta Shubhashubayoha, so to Bhavadutta Guna Vigunanvayan. Tarhi Dehabhrutam cha Giraha Naveti. And how then Bhagavan is recognized? Not 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day sadhana. That is why in the last two lines we are given a complete sadhana, clear sadhana. What is that? Anuyugam anu aham. Anuyuga means any number of yugas, any number of janmas we get. Anu aham means every day, every moment. What we have to do? Saguna Gita Paramparaya Shravana Bharataha. Ears, our heart is filled with Saguna Gita Paramparaya, listening to Paramatma with all his gunas. Whether they are Saguna Gunas of Saguna Paramatma or Nirguna Parabrahma Paramatma, unka Gita Paramparaya, going on listening in a parampara, the Gita Gana of Bhagavan Saguna Sakara, Nirguna Nirakara, Shravana Bhrutaha, Yatha Tvam, Apavarga Gatihi Manujayihi. You are the Apavarga Gati, you are the giver of moksha. Such you, O Lord Manujayihi, by any human beings, when you are heard, Anudinam and Anu, Aham, continuously, then slowly, steadily, into the heart you come and you reveal. He becomes Tvat Avagami, the knower of you. Now you understand why we are daily lagare apne classes. And our class is not on Sangeetam, not on Bharatanatyam or Bharyanatyam, not on cutlery, kakari, cookery, not on boxing or anything. And Kavya, Nataka, Alankara, Sanskrita, Bhasha, Gadya, Padya, or Chatushashti Kala. We are not having our classes on any one of them. We are having classes only on our Tattva Shastra, Vedanta Shastra, Bhakti Shastra, Yoga Shastra, whose single purpose is to indicate to us the Paramatma. Paramatma is the goal and the means to reach to that Paramatma. This third and fourth line we are doing. When this doing becomes sufficient, as per the calculation of the Lord, then we are blessed with Tvat Avagami, the experience of Paramatma. When will it happen? कल होएगा, वर्ष होएगा, इन्हीं नवरात्रों में होएगा, या 1 साल लगेगा, 10 साल लगोगे, या 10 जन्म लगेगा? We don't know. We are not worried. We know what to do. Let us do it. While doing so, as earlier shloka said, from the heart, every kamana, when it is replaced by Paramatma Prapti Kamana, we will be enhancing our progress speed. So, Anudinam, Anu Aham, Saguna Gita Paramparaya Shravana Bhrutaha. Parampara, Subha, Dopar, Sham, continuously listening to the Shastra. Shravanam Bhrutaha, keep on allowing this Paramatma Jnanam to enter into hearts. Now, while we are doing it, daytime, if you can listen, study some more, good. While doing all that, whatever the when a medicine is given, especially Ayurveda, Ayurveda, inner जो भी body को खराब करने वाला negativities होते हैं ना, they express in terms of various symptoms. In the same way, when we are studying Shastras and trying to keep in our hearts Paramatma Prapti as the goal, trying to understand sadhana, the millions of life lived, our worldliness and its vasanas inside, they gurgle out with a volcanic or with a tsunami type of speed in the form of various expressions. गुस्सा आएगा, दुख होएगा, कामादि विकार बहुत होंगे, फ्रस्ट्रेशन होगा, why I have taken this path, these doubts will come, people are enjoying, they are better than me. Each one of them are the inner pus coming out. We have to hold on to Paramatma, Sadguru and Shastra and our Satsanga and our Paramatma is the goal. Allow all these impurities to come and go away. जैसे बोरवेल जब डालते हैं ना, वह जहाँ पानी का रिसोर्स है 100, 200, 300 फीट तक पाइप जाकर पानी लाने से पहले बीच में जो भी मिट्टी विट्टी है उसको बाहर फेंकता है कि नहीं? You all know. In the same way, we are boring ourselves with the Paramatma Jnana. But en route, so much of lives gathered, our all negativities are there. Now they have to vent out, come out. So this is how it happens. Sometimes so much of mind, pain and disturbed. Sometimes तो सब कुछ छोड़कर इस दुनिया में ही भागेंगे फिर से, ऐसे भी विचार आते हैं. कुछ साधना नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसा भी दुख होता है. आई एम लेफ्ट ऑल अलोन, ऐसे फीलिंग्स भी होते हैं. These are all the ways in which भगवान gives treatment. Like any patient, उसको पूरा ट्रीटमेंट ऑपरेशन करके, इवन द अटेंडेंट ऑल्सो आउटसाइड, दैट इज कॉल्ड ICU. मैं देखूंगा तुमको और कोई नहीं देखेगा, तुम अपने आप को देख लेना, और मैं तुमको देख रहा हूँ ये तुमको भी नहीं पता. ICU में ऐसे होता है. देन ही विल रिकूप हिमसेल्फ एंड ऑल. साधना में भगवान हमको द इंटेंसिव क्रिटिकल कोरोनरी केयर यूनिट ICCCCU he will put us. We should be ready for all that. And the gain will be once Paramatma Prapti obtained, nothing greater than that. The joy of self which is beyond our upadhis. When discovered, उनके सामने सब जीरो पीका पीका. सो तदवगमी नवेत्ति भवदुत्त शुभाशुभयोः गुणा विगुणान्वयान् तरहि तेह भृतां च गिरः. अनुयुगम अनुअहम सगुणगीत परंपरया श्रवणभृतः यतः त्वम् अपवर्गगतिः मनुजैः. You are the अपवर्गगति. You are the giver of the moksha gati. Such you by manujaihi, human beings, shravanabhrutaha, to the filling of the ears, to the filling of the hearts, they have to listen. Oh, Gita paramparaya. That habit of listening to Bhagavat Tattva. Anuyugam anuaham. Any number of lives, any day. This Anuyugam anuaham, it is in another sentence. We told you one day that shloka, Asupte Ramrute Kalam Nayet Vedanta Charchaya or Chintaya or Bhagavat Chintaya. Asupte means morning if we get up at 5 till we sleep at night. Every day. Amrute Kala means from the time we are born till we die. तो सुबह उठने से शाम को सोने तक, जन्म लेने से मरने तक, भगवान मिलने तक. वेदांत चिंतया नयत कालम. द टाइम हैज टू बी स्पेंट इन द वेदांत चिंतना, भक्ति चिंतना, ऑल श्रवणम कीर्तनम विष्णु स्मरणम पाद सेवनम. दिल को बना करना इन्हीं नवदा भक्तियों में, इन्हीं श्रवण मनन निधिध्यासन रूपी वेदांत साधना में, इन्हीं चित्तवृत्ति निरोध रूपी Kriya Yoga, Abhyasa Vairagya Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. Our whole day should be filled only in these things. Maybe pray to the Lord and Gurus. Some Guru should hold us and make us do this sadhana. We are all listening now. These are all Guru Parampara ka कृपा ही हो रहा है. But till we get into sadhana consciously, knowingly, and doing deeply that and that alone throughout the day, result cannot be assured. And for that, we need more added grace and blessings. For that, we have to do more and more upasanas and prarthanas. तो यहाँ तो श्रुति माता क्लियरली बताया, अनुयुगम अनु अहम श्रवण मृतः सगुण गीत परंपराया. यतः, why we have to do this of the Lord? Tam apavarga gatihi. You are the gati, the giver of apavarga, the moksha. Anujayi for human beings. We have the last sloka now of this Shruti Mata Stuti of we are waking up of the Paramatma, the Parabrahma. Very tasty. And we have discussed maximum 1% or 2% of that only. Because every word, every sentence, total shloka, and the Vedantic sadhanas that are hinted in them, itni gambhirata se to humne nahi padha. Our focus was only in understanding the sentences, vakyas, and whatever little Upanishadic jnanam, tattva jnanam that's given, academically only we studied. That is why 1%, 2% भी नहीं किया हमने. But this can be recommended as one of the portions which can be thoroughly studied, like an Upanishad. ये वाला पोर्शन राम गीता, राम हृदयम, है ना. देन कोई एक उपनिषद, एक गीता का अध्याय, प्रेफरेबली 13वां. If these things we make as our study for sadhana, studying for doing sadhana actually, then we will definitely proceed ahead in the sadhana. Okay, now this last loka and the other ones we will do it tomorrow. नहीं बचा और थोड़ा बचा है तो परसों हम देखेंगे. ओके, सर्वम भगवत चरणार विंदार्पणमस्तु. श्रुति माता की स्तुति एक श्लोक, आज नवरात्रों का पहला दिन है, एक छोड़ा हमने कल के दिन करेंगे. ओम पूर्णमदं पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. I have not thought of what to do for Navaratras because busy in these things. But we'll have Adhyatma Ramayanam now. Every day is Prarthanas. ये आधा घंटा वो 10 मिनट, then 20 minutes or so something we'll do. मन है सत्संग करने का करेंगे, नहीं तो ऐसा कोई स्तोत्र एक एक पढ़ेंगे. So what I do is Devi Stotrams book. I got one book recently from Gita Press. Only Devi Stotrams are there in it. अम्मा तेलुगु में है वो, तो ये वाला नहीं हिंदी में ही है और तेलुगु. इट इज इन संस्कृत ओनली. इट्स नंबर इज 1774 1774. आज ही आप ऑर्डर करके कल ही मंगा लो अमेजोन में. आई थिंक आई विल डू द पारायणम ऑफ ऑल दिस थिंग्स इन दिस 9 days. डेली 20 मिनट में दो तीन स्तोत्र होएगा. वंस वी फिनिश विथ अवर Bhagavatam and Adhyatma Ramayanam classes, I think this book and other books in which the stotras are there, we will do satsanga on that for a month or so before we take up a big textbook. ऐसा मेरे को मन में आ रहा है. And in this book, so many, at least 30-40 stotras are there. Of all, meaning also is given to you. देवी स्तोत्र, काली स्तोत्र, सरस्वती, लक्ष्मी, सीता, राधा, गायत्री, अन्नपूर्णा, विंध्येश्वरी, काशी, गंगा स्तोत्र, यमुना, नर्मदा, प्रकीर्ण स्तोत्र, ऑल देवियों की आरतियां. अच्छा वाला कलेक्शन है वो. तो आई थॉट लेट अस डू दिस ओनली. सत्संग तो एनीवे हम कर रहे हैं, बाद में फिर से करेंगे. ओके. ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवरेण्यं भर्गो प्राणाय अपानाय उदानाय. So now to in the Bhagavad class only we do the Ashtadasha Shaktipeeta Stotram. Pado Om Pranamya Shirasa. No. Om Lankayam Shankari Devi Kamakshi Kanchikapure Pradyumne Shrungala Devi Chamundi Krauncha Bhattane Alampure Jogulamba Srishaile Brahmarambika Kolhapure Mahalakshmi Mahuriye Ekavirika Ujjainya Mahakali Pitikam Purohotika Odhyayam Girija Devi Manikya Dakshavatike Harikshetre Kamarupa Prayage Madhaveshwari ज्वालायां वैष्णवी देवी गया मांगल्य गौरिका वाराणस्यां विशालाक्षी काश्मीरेषु सरस्वती अष्टादशसु पीठानि योगिनामपि दुर्लभं स्वायंकाले पठे नित्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनं सर्वरोगहरं दिव्यं सर्वसंपत्करं शुभम् इति श्री अष्टादश शक्तिपीठ स्तोत्रम संपूर्णम। तो और अध्यात्म क्लास के बाद हम डिस्कनेक्ट करके फिर से नवरात्रि स्तोत्र पाठ नाम देकर वी विल डू अगेन अवर पारायणम। थैंक यू। नौ आरती एज एवरी डे फॉर द भागवत कथा। ओम नमो नारायण। ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल कृष्ण भव्यमंगलम वेणुगानलोल कृष्ण वेदांत वेद नवनीत जोड़ कृष्ण नित्यमंगल भक्त जनार्दन परमदयावार्य मुक्ति संदाय गीतामृतनाथ परम योगीश पार्थ सारथि रूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगलम। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वं तस्य वासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेव तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्। ओम मंगलम श्री कुरुक्षेत्र लक्ष्मण विहारिणे पार्षदरूपाय गीताचार्याय मंगलम व्यासा विष्णुपाय योगींद्राय नमस्तस्मै शुभा। बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय। श्री वेदव्यास शुकदेव सुधादि भागवताचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद। बोलो भाई श्री दुर्गा माता की जय। आज की आनंद की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवका उपासक जिज्ञासु मंडल की जय। 774